I was 4,000 miles
Maya,
away when the call
are
came.
you okay?
It was my baby sister, Maya. She didn't say hello. She just screamed. A scream so broken it cracked the glass of whiskey in my hand. She told me he took it all. The house our parents left her, the savings, the business. Her husband of 1 year, Marcus, didn't just divorce her. He liquidated her existence and vanished. I flew back to Atlanta the next morning. I found Maya in a Motel 5, sitting on the floor, staring at a bottle of pills. She looked like a ghost. I picked her up off that floor, looked her in the eye, and made a promise. I said, "Maya, dry your eyes. Everything he stole, I'm going to get it back, and I'm going to take his soul with it." I tracked Marcus down in 3 days. He was living large on my sister's money, thinking he was untouchable. I couldn't just sue him. He'd hidden the assets too well in offshore accounts. I needed him to give it to me willingly. I dug into his life and found his weak spot. He had a younger sister named Nia. She was a florist, sweet, innocent, totally unaware that her brother was a monster. She became my entry point. It was supposed to be a simple job. Seduce the sister, get invited to the family dinners, gain Marcus's trust. I played the role of the wealthy venture capitalist perfectly. I bought Nia gifts. I treated her like a queen, and within 2 months, she looked at me with stars in her eyes and introduced me to her brother. Marcus was easy. Greed makes men blind. Over cigars and golf, I told him I was merging my company and needed a silent partner to hold assets to avoid tax implications. I dangled a $10 million profit in his face. He bit the hook immediately. He trusted me because I was family, because I was the man who loved his sister. But then, the plan hit a wall I didn't expect. I fell in love with the target. Nia wasn't part of the game. She was kind. She prayed for me. She loved me for me, not my money. Every time she looked at me with those big, trusting eyes, I felt like a villain. But then I would go home and see my sister, still broken in a guest room at my house, trying to piece her life back together. And I knew I couldn't stop. I had to finish it. The day came. We sat in a boardroom downtown. Marcus signed over the deed to his house, access to his accounts, and the shell company holding my sister's stolen fortune, thinking he was securing his place in my empire. The second the ink dried, I transferred everything. It was done. Maya was whole again. Marcus was destitute. I walked out of that building feeling heavy. I sent a text to my lawyer confirming the transfer. Now came the hardest part. I went straight to Nia's apartment. She was happy to see me, running to the door to hug me. I couldn't even lift my arms to hug her back. I stepped away and told her to sit down. I told her everything, who I really was, who her brother really was, and what I had just done to him. Her face crumbled. She backed away from me, shaking her head, tears streaming down her face. She looked at me like I was a stranger. She asked, "So us meeting? Was that a lie? Was I just a job?" I looked at her, the only woman I've ever truly loved, and I told her the truth. "Us meeting wasn't a mistake, Nia. You were my target." She gasped, holding her chest like I had shot her. I said, "I know you'll never forgive me, and I don't deserve it. I love you, Nia, truly. But I had to choose loyalty to my blood over my love for you." I walked to the door and stopped, my hand trembling on the handle. I looked back at her one last time. If we're destined to be together, our paths will cross again when the smoke clears. I walked out. I heard her fall to her knees sobbing behind the door. I put my sunglasses on to hide my own tears, and I kept walking. I got my revenge, but it cost me my heart.